Lagos never slept. The honking of impatient drivers, the hurried steps of traders, and the never-ending symphony of survival hummed through the air. Amidst the chaos, Adora Okonkwo had learned to walk like she belonged, to own the streets, despite knowing society had already decided her place. She wasn't meant to be here, not in grease-stained overalls, not under the hood of a Danfo bus, with her hands deep in engine oil, and certainly not arguing with men who thought she should be frying plantain somewhere instead. Here she was, at home in their cramped one-room apartment in Agege. Her mother, Mama Adora, stirred a pot of ogbono soup, while her father, Pa Okonkwo, sat on their only couch. "Papa, I got paid today," Adora said, placing some cash on the wooden table. Her father barely looked up. "Paid for what? Playing with tools like a man?" "Mba, Papa, I fixed 3 buses today. I even got extra tips." Pa Okonkwo shook his head. "Adora, how many times will I tell you? A woman's place is in the home. You are 24. Your mates are married. What will people say?" "But Papa, I don't want to get married now. I have dreams." "Dreams?" He cut her off with a bitter chuckle. "And do dreams put food on this table? Your mother sells akara from morning till night. I am a retired civil servant with no pension. We are not rich, Adora. That is why Chief Olubide's son, Chike, wants to marry you. Do you know what that means? You will never lack anything." Adora's stomach tightened. Chike was kind, generous, but he wasn't her choice. "Papa, I don't love him," she whispered. Her father slammed his hand on the table. "Love? Who is talking about love? Can love feed us? Eh? Look at you. You will suffer in this Lagos if you do not make the right choice." One evening, while working at the garage, a sleek black car pulled up. The driver stepped out, revealing a well-dressed woman in her mid-40s. "You are the one they call Ada?" the woman asked. Adora straightened. "Yes, ma." The woman smiled. "I've been watching you. My name is Madam Bisi Olawale. I own an engineering firm, and I need a skilled apprentice whom is also a woman, someone like you." Adora's heart pounded. "Me? Yes, I want to train you, pay you well, but you have to be willing to learn beyond fixing Danfo buses. Are you interested?" The universe had finally answered, but what would her family say? That night, she told her father. His reaction was expected. "You want to leave everything? The security that Chike offers? For what? A risky job?" Adora took a deep breath. "Yes, Papa, this is my dream. I will make something of myself." He looked at her for a long time, then shook his head. "If you leave, do not come back." Her mother gasped. "Husband, no!" But Pa Okonkwo was resolute. "She has made her choice," he said. Tears burned Adora's eyes. She looked at her mother, then at Chike, who had been watching quietly. "I will not beg for a life that is not mine," she said. With nothing but her determination, she walked out of the only home she had ever known. Working at BC Olawale Engineering & Co. was no joke. Adora was the only female apprentice among 20 men, and they made sure she felt it. "Are you sure you can handle this?" "Fine, yeah," one of them coolly sneered. "This is not a kitchen." "But it is a workplace," Adora shot back. "So I suggest you get to work." She spent nights studying, watching tutorials, and practicing. Within a year, she earned the respect of her peers. She wasn't just good, she was brilliant. Madam BC took notice. Ada, have you ever considered going back to school? I can sponsor your university education. Adora's eyes widened. You would do that for me? Only if you promise me one thing. Never let anyone tell you that you are not enough. Years passed. Adora graduated with honors in mechanical engineering. She interned in major oil and gas firms, breaking barriers at every turn. Eventually, she founded Adatech Engineering Solutions, an innovative tech firm that developed sustainable energy solutions for Nigeria. One day, she was invited to speak at a conference. After her talk, a man approached her, David Akonde, an aerospace engineer who had been following her work. "You are remarkable, Adora," he said, admiration in his eyes. "You have built something no one else has managed to achieve in a while." She smiled. "And so have you. I have read your paper on solar-powered aviation." Over time, their professional respect grew into friendship, then love. Unlike Chike, David did not try to tame her fire. He fueled it. Adora stood outside her own headquarters in Victoria Island, watching young girls walk into a scholarship program she had created. A young girl, no older than 15, shyly approached her. "Auntie Ada, please, my papa says I cannot be an engineer because I am a girl." Adora smiled, crouching down to meet the girl's eyes. "Then he hasn't met me yet," she said. She took the girl's hand and led her inside. Because change starts with one person, and Adora had become that person. Adora's father, having learned how successful his daughter had become, started to regret his actions. He wished he had let her pursue her dream. Now he couldn't proudly say that he was there when it all started. If you learned something from this story, let us know in the comment section. Share your opinions so that others can also learn lessons. And we will see you in our next story. But for now, bye-bye.